Hey, it's IdkWhatsRc and this is my Hunter guide sponsored by Smoking Dice. In this video I will tell you how to get level 99 Hunter very fast. Okay, so first of all you will hunt rabbits until level 20 and then at that level you can start hunting Tropical Wagtail. You will do that until level 30 and at level 30 you can hunt the famous swamp lizard that are very good money. You can continue on play until level 65 if you want catch, or stop at level 45, install Falconry that will be way better experience, and then finally Orange Salamander from level 50 to 65. If you want to train Hunter and make cash at the same time, then this is what you will have to do. So from level 65 to 80, Red Chinchompas, and then after that Grenwalls all the way to level 99. So by doing that, you will get level 99 Hunter in around 160 hours, and you will make 170 million GP. However, if you want to train Hunter the fastest way, then this is what you will have to do. So Red Salamander until level 30. At level 30 you will hunt Igneous and Carrion Jadinko until level 90, and then all the way to level 99 Draconic Jadinko. So this means that level 1 to 99 Hunter should take you around 75 hours, which is very fast. Let's start off with a few influences that can boost the amount of experience you will get per hour in Hunter. So first of all, the familiar. So at level 57 summoning, you can summon a Spirit Cat, a Rupia, or Grad that will boost your Hunter level by 5. At level 71, you can summon an Arctic Bear that will boost it by 7. So if you have level 71, it will be very useful. Another very useful thing is the Hunter Potion that will boost your Hunter level by 3. A very useful item for many Hunter creatures is the Bone Crusher. It's a dungeoneering reward, and basically while having it in your inventory, it will bury automatically the bones you will get, so you don't actually have to click yourself, and you still get the experience. And finally, the Mudbat. So after completing the quest as a first resort, you can go there and it will boost your Hunter level between 7 and 9. So it's really good, but I don't really recommend it because it takes a lot of time to get there. And finally, there's the Tracker Aura that will boost your success rate while training Hunter. So the boost will depend on what type, so regular, greater, master, or supreme, and the aura will stay active for 1 hour and have a 3 hours cooldown. The first thing you will hunt is rabbits from level 1 to 20, and you should expect to get around 7.5k experience per hour. The only thing you will need while hunting rabbits is to have around 3k GP. The rabbits are located in the Vine Sweeper minigame, and to get there you will need to talk with a Tool Leprechaun. There's one near the Varrock Teleport. Okay, so first of all, talk with one of the Tool Leprechaun and select the teleport option to be teleported to the Vine Sweeper minigame. Now you will have to talk with one of the farmer, the one right there, and select the buy route option, enter an amount, for example 100, and now you will have 100 bait to catch the rabbits. So now simply click on the rabbits, it's very easy, and you will feed them and get 30 experience. So it's very fast, especially at low level, and there's 8 rabbits in each well. So after finding all 8 rabbits, you will have to exit to the lobby, and you will have to select a new world and repeat. So you need to switch worlds in order to be able to use this method, but the 7.5k experience per hour include the time of switching worlds. At level 20 until level 30 you will hunt Tropical Wagtails. They give around 10k experience per hour. In your equipment, you will want to have a Ring of Dueling and a La Rupia outfit. And in your equipment, you will want to have 2 Bird Snare, a Bone Crusher if you have one, and a Familiar if you have the summoning level. To go where the Tropical Wagtails are, you will use the Ring of Dueling, then run northeast. There isn't a specific spot to hunt them, but if you're unsure, simply use the one I show on the screen. Hunting Tropical Wagtail is way easier than the rabbits, so you simply set the trap and wait until one of the birds goes into your bird snare, and then you simply click on it and set a new trap. So it's very away from keyboard. If you want, you can bring fletching supplies and get fletching experience at the same time, but be aware to not go too far in the west part, otherwise you might be attacked by one of the ogres there, and you don't want this to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Simply wait until one of the birds goes onto your bird snare, click on it, and then click on the trap to lay it once again. Okay, so now let's talk about the swamp lizards. You will train that way from level 30 to 45 if you want the fastest experience, or until all the way to level 65 if you want money, because they are really good money. So the amount of experience you can expect is around 25k at level 30 and 35k at level 45. To hunt the swamp lizards, you will need ropes and small fishing net, and the amount you will need depends on your hunter level and the amount of traps you can set at the same time. The swamp lizards are located in the haunted woods, and the fastest way to get there is to use the ferrying CKS. There's also a bank near the spot where you will hunt them in Canifis. Unlike the wagtails, you cannot set your trap everywhere. You need to set it where there is a young tree. So simply click on the tree and you will set the trap automatically. So this spot is very good, it's close to a bank, and there are 4 young trees, so even if you're level 60, you can train there. So simply set the trap, wait until one of the lizards go into it, and then click on the trap to loot it and get the swamp lizard. So they are worth a lot on the Grenwalls change, 1.5k each. So with this method you can expect to get up to 300 HP per hour, which is really good money, especially with the hunter requirement level. So yeah, keep doing this until you're level 45 or 65 depending on what you want to do. At level 45 until level 50 you can train by using the method called Falconry to catch spotted capite. So the amount of experience you can expect is around 40k experience per hour. In order to use this method, you will first need to have 500 coins to borrow the falcon, and you can bring a bone crusher and a familiar if you want. One of the easiest way to get there is to use the ferrying AKQ, or you can also use a spirit Kiat. Okay, so first of all, talk with this guy over there to borrow a falcon for 500 GP. So once you have the falcon, you can start hunting the spotted capite. So don't click on the darker one, you really need to click on the brown one, so right here. So if you try to click on the darker or whiter one, you won't be able to hunt them, so you will simply waste your time. So after selecting the catch option of the capite, simply retrieve your falcon to get experience and fur and bones. Except if you have a bone crusher, you will directly get the experience, so it's faster experience. And anyway, you get the free experience. So if you have a bone crusher, don't forget to bring it. You will need to do a lot of clicking. It's very fast catching rates. And yeah, you will train that way from level 45 to 50, like I said earlier. At level 50 until level 65, you will hunt Orange Salamanders. So they aren't popular, but they are really good experience. Up to 80k experience per hour at level 65. Okay, so first of all, the inventory, you will want to bring familiar and potion if you have the summoning level, water skin because it's in the desert, like I will explain later, and you will want to bring ropes and nets, so 3 or more. For the equipment, it's a dry outfit because it will, like, it's camouflage gear, so there's a higher chance of success rate while catching them. You can also bring desert outfit and an enchanted water tiara to not die in the desert, and finally a Dominion medallion if you have one to teleport to the area where the Orange Salamanders are. The method I recommend to go where the Orange Salamanders are is to use a Dominion medallion, but if you don't have one, simply use the Amulet of Glory to be teleported to Falconry, then run south, then east. Okay, so Orange Salamanders are exactly like swamp lizard, but in a desert. So simply click on one of the young tree to set a trap, then when one of the salamander goes into your trap, you simply loot it and set a new one. The only difference is that instead of banking them, you will want to release the Orange Salamanders because they are worthless. So for this spot, it's for level 40 until level 60, so with 3 traps. If you want to use 4 traps, so 60 and more, you want to go to the spot southward. Okay, so now let's talk about the famous Red Chinchompas. So you will train that weight from level 65 to 80 if you want to make a lot of cash. So the amount of experience you can expect is around 60k experience per hour at level 65 and 80k at level 75. So this takes into account all the buffs that they are in all the worlds. But anyway, with the method I will show in this video, they won't really affect you. Okay, so those are the items you'll need. So first of all, box traps. You can bring a lot of them because anyway You only need one spot for the Red Chinchompas. Don't forget to bring Familiar and Summoning Potion. For equipment, you can bring a bow and arrows, or a crossbow and bolts. It doesn't really matter. I'll explain later in the video why it's really needed to add them. Also, don't forget to bring La Rupia outfit and the Ring of Dueling. To go where the Red Chinchompas are, you will want to teleport to mobilizing armies by using a Ring of Dueling, then simply run north, then east. So there isn't a specific spot to on them, like I will show later in the video. Because there are so many people or bots hunting the Red Chinchompas, you need to find your own spot. So instead of selecting a specific one, you will want to create your own. So simply find a Red Chinchompas, kill him, and wait until it respawns. For example, at this spot right there. So I know that it will respawn there always, so we'll put a lot of box trap all around the place. So when it will respawn, it will go directly to one of my box trap and I will get experience. So it doesn't matter how many bots are in the world or many players, because there will always be an empty spot or respawn spot. So you can always use this method in any world. And yeah, it's really good experience. It's not the best experience, of course, because you're only hunting one Red Chinchompas, but with all the bots, it's a really decent way to make cash and get hunting experience. So if by mistake or whatever, one of the Red Chinchompas go away, then simply kill him with the bolts or arrows you brought. At level 80 until level 99 you can earn Grenwalls, so they give up to 110k experience per hour and up to 1.5 million GP per hour, so a lot of cash. If you want to see a fully detailed Grenwall guide, then simply click the annotation on the screen. Okay, so if you want the fastest way to level 99, then this is what you will need to do. So the first thing is Red Salamanders from level 65 to 80. The experience you will get is around 80k at level 65 and 100k experience per hour at level 70. Okay, so those are the items you'll need while hunting Red Salamanders. So a lot of ropes, small fishing nets, a familiar if you have the summoning level, and summoning potions. The fastest way by far to get where the Red Salamanders are is to use the Urania teleport from the Lunar spellbook, but another method is to use a Northern teleport or a Ring of Dueling to be teleported to Castle Wars. Hunting Red Salamanders is exactly like Orange Salamanders. So you click on one of the young tree, you lay a trap, then you wait until one of the salamander goes into your trap, you look the trap, and then you get experience and you lay a new one. So it's very easy and very fast experience, and like the Orange Salamanders, the Red Salamanders are worth nothing, so simply release them as soon as you can. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do that until level 80. The fastest way to get level 90 from level 80 is to hunt Igneous and Carrion Jadinkos in the Herblore habitat. If you want a fully detailed guide about them, then simply click the annotation on the screen. And finally, the famous Draconic Jadinko from level 90 to 99. They are the fastest experience in Hunter, up to 300k experience per hour, so this means that level 90 to 99 should only take you 30 hours. If you want to see a fully detailed Draconic Jadinko guide, then simply click the annotation on the screen.